the Commissioner Central Division, the Provincial Administrator Serua, Rokuti Serua, the Vanua, members of the Vanua of Kurlevu and Deumba, directors from Ministry of Waterways, Mahendra Prasad and Amit Chand. Ladies and gentlemen, Bulavanaka to you all. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure to be here. It's a lovely, lovely morning. Very beautiful place, full of positive attributes of nature. I think a place where everyone would want to come and at least spend some time and get some peace. But ladies and gentlemen, our communities out in the interior, along the coast, along riverbanks, are facing problems which some of us in the urban area are not aware of. Silently, they've been suffering for long. Silently, they've been putting up their own ways to challenge these issues that are affecting them on a daily basis. The issue of riverbank erosion is a growing problem in Fiji and is becoming widespread because of the nature of how geographically our communities are situated or located in Fiji. A lot of our communities are situated along river banks. In olden days, this was the lifestyle because these villages, given that they were situated along river banks, gave them access to transportation, means of transportation, access to water, fresh water, as well as other benefits that derived out of the river system. But nowadays, these lifestyle that they are having are being challenged due to effects of climate change as well as human-induced factors, which is affecting not only the level of use they can derive out of the water system and waterways, but also to the extent time-wise. The significant threats affecting most rural communities resulted from the increase in severity of riverbank erosion and flooding is a worry. As the riverbanks erode, fixed structures near the rivers, for example, roads, schools, villages, all these fixed structures are being threatened. And if we don't do anything soon, we will lose these fixed structures. We will lose our roads, we'll lose some of the schools. If some of you have been to Nakai Congo, Cornivia Road, you will see that Nakai Congo Primary School is on the verge of being washed away. If some of you have been to Baulevu, you will see how Baulevu Road is being threatened by Rewa River. Similarly, there are villages like Vunibau village here, Vutia village, the village along Bar River, number of other villages. When I was in Ministry of Education, I was confronted with moving or relocating schools. Like in some places, people are thinking about relocating villages. But relocation is not the solution because you're dealing with people's lifestyle. You're dealing with people who have invested in that area, in the villages' homes. You're also dealing with people's culture because they've been born there. The ancestors have been born there. They have a lifestyle rooted to that particular place. So, we must try as far as possible to protect these communities, this infrastructure, the settlements, the villages, as far as possible. But in some places, this may not be possible because it is too late. We have waited for too long, and it's too late now. We will have to take the last step, the last solution, which is to relocate the entire settlement or villages. But most of the places we can still protect. Navua is a place where we are facing a number of problems and challenges. The Navua catchment is Fiji's third largest river system. Its drainage area covers 1,070 kilometers, with the river extending over 91 kilometers. At the highest point, the catchment is 1,084 meters above sea level. Navua town and its surrounding area are subject to flooding almost every year now. We need to understand that Fiji is a volcanic country, and therefore most of the arable land is along the coast. Most of the arable land is along the coast, along river banks. And this is the best part of agriculture. And if we don't protect this land from saltwater intrusion due to sea level rise or from riverbank erosion, then we will lose this arable land, this limited amount of arable land. So we will have to do something very quickly. And Navua is one place where we need to make major investments. The riverbank erosion along Navua River has been an issue for the last 2 decades. But we haven't done much till now. And I want to thank the community for having the patience. I want to thank the elders of the village here for waiting for so long. But it's over. Your wait, your patience is now been answered by our government. The previous riverbank protection near Vunibau village was the first river engineering construction works initiated by the formerly known Lorem Division with assistance from Dutch experts in 1986. Stone boulders laid on geotextile was used for the protection of the riverbank upstream of the village. Additional land reclamation was also conducted downstream of Vunibau village during the 2006 Navua River dredging work to cater for future population growth at Vunibau village. Ladies and gentlemen, we now are approaching another major project. This project is to mitigate flooding using various mechanisms, some of which includes dredging work, effective soil erosion control measures, and riverbank protection. The proposed riverbank protection work consists of construction of combination of boulder armoring and Reno mattress works. In this project that will begin today, the following has been proposed. 1, we will mobilize plants and equipments. We will undertake site clearing and leveling. We will undertake excavation and compact soil backfill walks. We will place boulder armoring and toe protection for the riverbank, for riverbank protection. We'll be driving off 2-meter long treated pine posts. You have seen the pine post there at the toe of the Reno mattress, and we'll be installing rock-fill Reno mattress on top of the geotextile filter cloth. So this will ensure that we have a solid bank protection done so that it will last long. The 408-meter long riverbank protection walk. So the entire length of this riverbank protection that we will undertake is slightly less than half a kilometer, 408 meter. It will cover the entire exposed area of this Vunibau village. It will be constructed by Yandraviti Investment Limited at a cost of $561,293. And it will be constructed over a period of 150 days. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to assure you on behalf of our Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable Bainimarama, our government, that we have now begin a new era in which we now will examine all the areas of waterways which is posing threat to our communities, our fixed structures, our settlements, and we will develop strategies to address this. The next 4 years is a very exciting time for our ministry because we have now identified a number of major projects that we will undertake, but this will require the first 6 months to undertake a detailed examination of which communities, which areas these problems are faced. Problems of coastal erosion, problems of riverbank erosion, problems of flooding, problems of waterways management, and problems or issues of mapping out our catchment, describing our catchment, and then developing rules of conduct in our catchment. So while we will deal with issues downstream, but the long-term solution is to go up, define our catchments, map our catchment, and set up rules of engagement in our catchments so that not only we deal here downstream with the problem that our communities, our infrastructure is facing, but we will also control the magnitude of the problem here by taking control of our catchments. So with these words, I once again want to assure the community here that this is the beginning of a bigger project that will ensure that your members of your community are protected. So on behalf of our Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable Bainimarama, and our government, I wish you all a very best in whatever you do, and I'm sure that your community will benefit greatly from this, and it will provide you with a sustainable solution to your growth and development aspirations. Thank you, Vinaka.